Where did the idea of federalism come from? Well, after the American colonies won their independence from England, the 13 colonies became the 13 states. The new states formed a league so they could work together. Their system of government was described in the Articles of Confederation. In this system, the state government had the most power. The national government was very weak. This was very different from the government under the king. The founding fathers saw that their system left the nation too weak. They decided to develop a new system of government. They wrote a new document, called the Constitution, to replace the Articles of Confederation. The Constitution made a stronger national government. It divided power between the national and state government. This system is called federalism. Well, I bet you're wondering what federalism really is. Well, the root word in federalism is federal, like in federal government. There are three main parts of a federal government. The first one is legislative, or legislature, the most important branch out of the three. In the United States, the legislative branch is known as Congress, which is divided into the two sections, the House of Representatives and the Senate. The role of the legislature is to discuss and pass laws for the country, as well as hold the executive branch accountable for its actions in implementing and enforcing these laws. The second branch of government is the executive branch. Normally consists of a president, prime minister, or in some cases a monarch, such as a king, queen, prince, sultan, or emperor. The job of the executive branch is to make sure the day-to-day affairs of the nation, including domestic and foreign, are complete. Usually also includes the overall supreme command of military, armed forces, police, and civil administration. This means it makes the executive branch in charge of efficiently applying and enforcing the laws passed by the legislative branch. It ultimately is accountable to the legislative and judicial branches for its actions and policies. The last branch of government is judicial. The judicial branch consists of the nation's courts and judges, which are meant to interpret laws enacted by the legislative branch. In some cases, they determine if the laws go by the rules of the Constitution. The judicial also determines the validness of actions done by the executive branch. The concept of judicial branch involves the court making legal decisions about the various issues and policies because they establish a legal statement regarding what can and can't be done by other branches. To sum it all up, each state has its own constitution based on its history. A state's constitution is similar to the national constitution. However, the laws made in the individual states cannot conflict with the national constitution or laws. The national constitution is the supreme law of the land. Just like in the national government, each state constitution separates power between the three branches: legislative, judicial, and executive, like we just talked about. In addition, in most states, the legislative branch contains two houses. Instead of a president, each state elects a governor.